So we're going to get started today in a seated posture. So you can either come to a comfortable seat on your mat or slide a block underneath your pelvis. And just keep your legs crossed. If that doesn't feel good, you can always just bend your knees, place the soles of your feet to the ground. But come into a posture that you can sit in for at least 2 minutes. And then you'll turn your palms to face up. Bring your pointer finger and your thumbs together. Roll your shoulders back and down, and then find a slight engagement of your core. So sit up nice and tall and then close your eyes. You take a long breath in through your nose. Belly rises, chest lifts. And then exhale, soften. And take 3 more rounds on your own. And with each breath in, each cycle of breath, see if you can lengthen the breath a little bit more. And then notice as you're sitting, if you're holding on to any tension in your lower back, in your shoulders. See if you're clenching your jaw at all. And then just come back to your natural rhythm of breath. And start to scan your body, starting from your toes, soles of your feet. Traveling upwards towards your shins, your knees, your hips, your abdomen and lower back. Moving up the spine into your shoulders and your neck. And then from here, take a long, full breath in again. Open mouth, release. Flutter your eyes open. And you'll just gently come off of the block and just slide it to the side. And you'll reach for one of your myofascial balls. So you don't have to position yourself in any sort of specific way, just in a way that feels comfortable for your body. And we're going to roll out your forearms to start. So you're going to start on your right side. So placing the ball on the ground, and then starting from near your elbow, roll up towards your wrist. And then just do that a few times and notice you want to do the inside of your forearm rolling to the outside, and then just notice anywhere that feels a little bit tight, a little bit stuck, or a little bit tender. See if you can keep your hand fairly soft as you do this. And then move the ball to your palm. And then start to scribble the ball. So making some circles to the left. And then changing direction, scribble to the right. Pay a special attention to, again, any areas where the ball kind of naturally rolls to. So for me, it's right at my thumb where there's a little bit more tension. And then just stay there a little bit longer, make some tiny little circles to get into those spots. And then start to roll towards your index finger, your middle finger, pinky, and ring finger. Take a breath. And then come back to a seat. Turn your palms to face up. And just notice how it feels on your right side. And moving into the other side. So roll to your left side. Slide the ball underneath your forearm and start to roll back and forth. So you can apply as little or as much pressure as you want, but just a reminder that it doesn't always need to be too aggressive to get a good amount of result. It's a matter of knowing what your body responds best to. So it's the same as going for massage. If you have a tendency to like deep tissue massage and then you're really sore for a few days, it might be beneficial for you to take the pressure off a little bit just to help reset your nervous system. So if you have been feeling, pretty stressed or overwhelmed, it's nice to just take a little bit of the edge off to allow your body to come into relaxation. And then move the ball to your palm, start to scribble one way. And then scribble the other way. Take a nice full breath in. Come back to a seat, slide the ball to the side, and then just notice both sides, palms face up. So we're going to come into downward facing dog to lengthen out the spine, create a little bit of movement before we do a little bit more myofascial work. Press through your palms, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a generous bend into your left knee and then into your right knee. Take your time. Notice where you're holding, how your body's feeling today. Do that a few more times. And then find stillness at center. Take a nice long full breath in. And a full breath out. Lower your knees, come to table. And then take 3 rounds of cat-cow. So you're going to uncurl your toes, drop your belly, lift your chest, look up, breathe in. Press through your palms, look towards your navel as you breathe out. Maybe it might feel good to lean your hips a little bit further back towards your heels. Drop your belly, lift your chest, inhale. Press and round as you exhale. Come back through center, drop your belly, inhale. And then round as you exhale. Back through center, breathing in. You're going to slide your right leg all the way back, curl your right toe under, pick up your right leg, and then place your left hand to your lower back. Make sure your hips are nice and square. From here, you're going to bend your knee, open it out to the side, and then press your right heel back. Do that 2 more times. Bend your right knee, breathe in. Keep your core tight as you do this. Press back as you breathe out. Inhale, bend. This time you're going to stay here. Look towards the top of your mat. Step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Curl your right toe under, pick up your left knee. Send your left foot a little bit further back if you need. And then just gently roll forward and back 3 times. Lower your left knee down. Come back to table, breathing in. Other side, pick up your left leg, place your right hand to your lower back, draw your lower belly in towards your spine. So you're taking the dip out of your lower back. Take a breath in, bend your left knee open towards the left as you breathe out. Press back, inhale. Open, exhale. Press back. Bend. Stay here as you inhale. Step your left foot forward to the outside of your left hand as you exhale. Pick up your back knee, send your right foot further back, and then roll forward and back a few times. So I like to always create a little bit of movement in my body before I get into myofascial work, just to warm up and also notice the spots that feel tight or a little bit restricted. Lower your right knee down, come back to table, reach for your balls, come to sit on your heels. You're going to reach for 2 balls this time. Come to lie down on your back. Before you get there, this is where you're going to place the balls. So you're just going to casually bend your elbows and the balls will land where your hands are. So right between your shoulder blades. So you want to place the balls on either side of your spine. You're going to come to lie down on your back and just have one of your blocks close by. So if you do need it for extra support. So from here, you're going to slide one ball underneath your right side. And then the other one on your left side. And then you're going to stay here. You'll feel quite a bit of pressure. It might feel nice to slide the block either underneath your head or pick up your hips and place the block underneath your pelvis. So just notice what feels good. You also don't have to use the block at all. If you haven't done this in a while, you might be feeling quite a bit of tension between your shoulder blades. If you want to add a little bit more, you can find an interlace behind your head, pick up your head, and then you'll want to do this without the block. But maybe you invite a bit of movement back and forth to roll out the knots between your shoulder blades. Just an option. Take a nice full breath in. And a full breath out. Notice if you're resisting the tension or if you can really allow your body to land into your MFR balls. Then find an interlace behind your head, pick up your head, gently roll off and come to lie down on your back. And just notice how that feels. You should feel quite a bit of space there. And rebend your knees, roll to your right side. Reach for one of your blocks and then place it right underneath your head. So you're nice and comfortable. So you're going to reach for one of your balls. You may not have done this before. Might feel a bit silly at first, but you're going to release the muscles around the temporal muscle as well as the jaw. So you don't need a lot of pressure. So what you'll do is place the ball right at your temple and then just gently roll clockwise or counterclockwise, whichever way feels intuitive for you. You're really cautious with how much pressure you're putting on. You can even roll it a little bit further back towards your hairline. Roll it back towards your temple and then just slide it down towards your jaw. So if you clench your jaw a lot, or maybe you grind your teeth at night, you probably feel quite a bit of tension here in your jaw. So you can either keep the ball nice and steady or just invite a little bit of circular motions here. Release this side and just notice. Gently press yourself up and come into the other side. So you can just turn to your left. I'll slide to the other side. So I'm still facing you. So bring your head to the block. Place the ball right at your temple and just invite some tiny circles. Again, not pressing too hard. And then slowly slide it down towards your jaw. Take a nice full breath in. And then slide the ball to the side. Notice for a moment. Pick yourself back up. And then we'll move into your hips. So depending on what size of balls you have, I will sometimes use the bigger one for my hips and my glutes. But if you want a little bit more pressure, if you have both sizes, you can use the smaller ones. So you're going to come to a figure 4 shape. So starting with your right side, so placing your right ankle over your left thigh, and then slide the ball underneath your glute. Pick your hips up, and then notice how that feels. So for me today, it's fairly intense. I haven't done this in a little bit. Ideally, I personally like to do this at least maybe once a week or every 2 weeks. And then you're just going to either stay here or roll forward and back. Linger in the spots that feel a little bit tender, just to invite a little bit more release. If you're feeling a lot of tenderness in your glutes, it could probably be your piriformis muscle. And when that is fairly active or aggravated, it can create some lower back pain and lower back tension. And then it hinders your ability to move your pelvis as easily. So pay attention to that spot. And then gently just roll to the outer edge. Might feel quite a bit tender as well. Take a nice full breath in. And a full breath out. And then just a reminder too, when you're doing this type of work, to drink plenty of water to help the lactic acid muscles flush out of your body. It's the same as getting a massage. So if you haven't done this in a while, you might feel a little bit tender tomorrow. So roll off of this side, lower your right foot down, and just come up to a seat, extend your legs long. Notice the difference between right and left. So for me on this side, my right foot feels like it's 2 inches longer. And if I look, it almost looks like it's 2 inches longer. So just notice. Rebend your knees, come to do this on the other side. So left ankle over your right thigh, slide the ball underneath your glute, and then either stay still or invite a bit of rolling back and forth. And then slowly roll to the outer edge of your hip. Come back through center, come to a seat, extend your legs long. And then just notice how this feels. And then for your last myofascial release, you're gonna grab your 2 balls. If you, you'll place them at the base of your neck. So I'm putting them in their little bag. So if you have a sock, you can use the sock just so that they stay put. And you're gonna slide the balls right at the base of your skull. So you'll find the 2 nodes at your neck, and then you'll place the balls there. So you're gonna come to lie down. And then slide the balls underneath your head. So your legs can either stay extended, or if it feels better, you can bend your knees. Take a nice long full breath in. And a long breath out. You can invite just a bit of movement back and forth. Doesn't have to be a lot to feel anything. Just to release the tension at the base of your skull. And breathe in. And breathe out. Slide your hand underneath your head, pick up your head. Slide the balls to the side. And you're gonna come into a twist. Bring your arms out into a T. Right leg wraps around your left, send your hips over towards the right, and just allow your knees to fall to the left. Just making sure you're connecting your shoulder blades to the mat. Take nice full breaths so you can feel your rib cage expand with each inhale. So in your twist, it might feel a little bit more restrictive. So see if you can create the space between your ribs. Gently come back through center. Uncross your right leg. Wrap your left leg around your right. Send your hips to the left. Twist towards the right. Take a nice long full breath. Empty out. Draw your knees back through center. Uncross your legs, then draw your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Maybe you'll invite your forehead to draw in towards your knees. Lower your head down and then come into happy baby. Bring your hands to the outer edges of your feet, or maybe to your calves or your hamstrings. And invite some compression down into your hips. Close up your legs, bring the soles of your feet together. Just wrap your hands around your feet. Gently press them towards your hips. And then find Shavasana. Legs extend long, palms turn to face up. Slide your shoulders down your back. Take a nice long full breath here. Open mouth, let it go. Release your fingertips, your toes. Soften through your jaw. And relax the space between your brows. Take a nice long full breath. And empty out. I'll leave you here, so feel free to stay longer if you have some time. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Namaste.